Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a lightworker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello, thank you for joining me. I have been super busy with my personal life and all the other suches going on, so I haven't had very much time to make a podcast or the energy to do one. So, I already got a card pulled. All right. So, yeah, I feel really good today. So I'm making an episode, and I've just been shuffling the cards, and man, they've been popping out. All right, I think there's one more in here. So I am pulling a card from the Healing Waters Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And let's see if there's one more in here. Is it only the 2? That one didn't fully. Okay, I think it's just the 2. All right, so the first card I pulled was Into the Unknown. Underworld Depth, Courage, Facing Your Fears. And the second card is Clear Waters. Clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. And I will be reading from the book at first. All right, I'll read Into the Unknown first. Earth is a water planet. Seen from space, it appears blue. Water makes up 71% of Earth's surface, yet we've explored less than 20% of its ocean floor. There are creatures of the deep that have captivated humans for millennia. It's no wonder, too, that water has been used for a symbol for our inner emotional world. There's always so much for us to discover and uncover within. It feels like to me, for the collective, so the majority of people, the people I'm talking to, that for a long time we have been ignoring or turning away from the darkness because it looks scary, it looks hard, and it's getting harder and harder to look away. It's like when you ignore it, it grows, it takes up more space in your life, and it gets harder and harder to not see it because there's less space that's clear from it. So this is an invitation to be brave, to look at it face on, and explore it. Discover why it's there, what it is, and how to move through it. And for everyone, how you move through it and what it is going to be different. Some of you, maybe all you need to do is look at it. Recognize it for what it is, and that shrinks it. Or some of you need to do deep inner healing work, and there's a lot of trauma and lots of things in your life that, and past lives, that you are being asked to move through so that it's able to shrink. And for everybody, you have to discover it for yourself what needs to be done. But the very first step is to look at it and acknowledge it. And that gives you a lot of power, because its power comes from ignoring it, from turning away. When you look at it, you instantly take back power. And a lot of people are afraid to look because they think it's going to be even scarier and even harder to look than it is to look away. But looking away is actually the hard thing. That's what's taking so much energy, so much effort, so much away from you. When you face it head on, that initial movement, yes, is scary. But as you sit in it, you realize it's not as scary. It doesn't take up as much time, doesn't take up as much energy as avoiding it. And moving through it is what we're being asked to do, to explore these depths that seem very scary. And for the second card, Clear Waters, I will start from the book. It says, everything's coming together and supporting you right now. Potency is present. Alignment has arrived. Potential is here. The waters before you are crystal clear, and what you're stepping into is of the highest potency. You know the way forward. There are clear seas ahead. Keep facing your true north and proceed onward. This is a wonderful card with a very positive message. It suggests something's coming into your life that it's a great big yes. You've been working on bringing things into alignment and are stepping into that now. A creative project, a new relationship, a new home, a new phase of life, whatever it is that you've been manifesting or longing for, it seems that it's clear about what you want and it's coming into fruition. This card comes with positivity, confirmation, and a lot of promising potential. You're supported on your journey and everything's opening up for you. Keep your gaze ahead of you and don't get distracted by what others are doing and what others, other things you could be doing. And you know what to do, and you've been working for this for a long time. Enjoying this moment, embracing the clarity and the vision, and receiving all that you've created and will continue to create for yourself and the world. And the Healing Waters affirmation is, I embrace the clarity and potency of what's before me. I say yes and proceed ahead. And I think those two kind of go together really well. So in order to get what's coming to us, to receive what's coming to us, to move forward to what's coming to us, we need to move through this darkness to make space because it's taking up too much space. We need to face it head on so that it becomes its true size, not the inflated size that we have allowed it to become because we've ignored it. And by creating this space, we allow what is meant for us to come in, what is aligned for us, what fits in with our path. And it's that process of acknowledgement and really, really, truly seeing yourself, not being in denial about yourself, not being idealistic or brushing off these parts of yourself that you don't like or you don't want to see. And knowing that all parts of you are beautiful and you can embrace them without allowing them to overrun. Because I feel like a lot of people don't want to embrace these parts because they think that will give them more power and then they'll take over more of your life. But really, these parts of ourselves, it's like a screaming toddler. When you go down, give them a hug, you embrace them, it calms down. It wants to be seen, it wants to be heard, it wants to be acknowledged, and it might not know the most productive way of getting that done. So we are showing ourselves love and patience, and don't expect all parts of you to be a mature adult, because there's many parts of ourselves that we stifle in childhood and they don't get the chance to grow. So leaning into that and acknowledging it, accepting, giving yourself grace, because it's challenging. And the more that you put time and energy into it, the easier it gets. The more you turn away and ignore it, the harder and harder it gets. It's just like if you ignore doing the dishes, after a while, it's moldy and it's even harder to do. If you did it right away, it'd be a simple job. So I feel like a lot of this is starting new habits up. And the hardest thing is to get started when you haven't done it for a while. But once you get started, then it's easier to maintain. And yeah, in that process of regularly acknowledging and exploring is what aligns us to our path. Because if we stop exploring, stop questioning, stop wondering, then we assume our path is what it has always been, or what you assumed it has been. But paths have winds and turns and moves and branches, And being curious allows you to be open to allow those pieces to come into play. So I feel like that is our natural state of being. That childlike curiosity, that wonder, and embracing those parts of ourselves really helps us follow that path intuitively, because all we're doing is following our curiosity and following your heart and where your interest leads you. And those are wonderful things to explore. Okay, let me see if there's anything else coming in for this week's message. It feels like this is like not just a this week thing. This is a thing that's going to be going on for a long time. So this week's message was the wrong words to use. I got a strong no. It's like, no, it's longer than that. I'm like, okay. So is there anything else that would be helpful? Allowing yourself the space, carving out downtime where you can explore this is really important. And doing it during other activities can be helpful. So when you're going for a walk or trying to do multiple things at once, in that sense, we're doing a mindless physical activity so that you can mentally do this other part, would be helpful for some people that need to have something physically to do, that don't like to just sit down and meditate and explore in their mind. They want to have physical movement meditation. That's completely fine. Go do that. There's no right and wrong way to do it, really. And let me see, is there anything else that would be helpful? Yeah, I just got the reminder, giving yourself lots of grace and patience. It's not going to happen overnight. And it's more about building the system to do this, not doing a lot of work in 1 month and then stopping. It's creating the routine, the system of doing it every day, every week, or so on and so forth. Having this routine so that it's easy to maintain and it can continue on, because this is something that isn't a one and done. This is an ongoing process throughout our whole lives. So it's creating that system. Is there anything else that would be helpful? Nothing really is coming in. Let's see. Yeah, supporting other people, working together with other people can be helpful. Some people, it's beneficial to have that support system around you of other people who are doing the same type of thing, to either stay accountable or to get ideas and support and motivation. And some people, it's a solo activity. So knowing yourself or trying both and seeing what fits the best for you at this time. And things can always change in the future, and that's okay. All right. And yeah, that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to connect with me, my website is spruceenergyhealing.com. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and all Spruce Energy Healing. Thank you for listening, and I hope to be back next week to talk to you again. We'll see how crazy life gets. All right. Have a good day.